Hey, all the original Daddy Bottle. Look out, yo, them pit bulls, yo, they're on. Hey, yo, this what they doing. They gotta keep moving. Can't mess them up. Hey, yo, yes, we keep it moving. We gotta get it in gear. We gotta set it off like they try to jump you. We keep it moving. I'm letting them up in the rear. They've been trying to shut us down, lock us down for years. We keep it moving cause we don't cry tears. We keep it moving cause we don't show fear. We want to hear what you put in our ear. And why you keep talking, moving like a nuclear.
I get louder when the bass hit. Clubbed up when they play this. The energy level in this is outrageous. I'm giving screw faces. Jealous hating. Yeah, your girl playing. She on my team swinging. Notorious for the way that I rock the mic. I got the whole crew looking like they wanna fight. See my crew 6 deep and we ain't roll too tight. So let's keep it in the club. I ain't trying to catch a case.
Yeah, it's big boy. Yes, harder than you other boys. Louder than you other boys. Yeah, I bring the fucking noise like a fucking ride. When I set the stage on fire, make you run my clutch the time. Let me see your fucking lighters up in the air. Wave them like you don't care. We got this locked like pit bulls. So niggas beware of the Smith and Wesson. Cause I spit it like a Wesson. John Wayne, let this rap. Watch when you step it.
Yeah, Rockefeller, we invite you to something epic, you know? Where we hustle out of a sense of hopelessness, sort of a desperation. Through that desperation, we come addicted, sort of like the fiends we accustomed to serving. Where we feel we have nothing to lose, so we offer you, well, we offer our lives. What do you bring to the table? Well, I'm watching every nigga watching me closely. My shit is butter for the bread, they wanna toast me. I keep my head, both of them where they supposed to be. Holes that get you sidetracked and clap from close feet. I don't sleep, I'm tired, I feel wired like codeine. These days a brother gotta admire me from 4 fiends away. My pain, which shit was quick to see. From selling cane to brains was fried to a fricassee. Can't lie, at the time it never bothered me. At the bar, getting my dog on properly. My squad and me lack of respect for authority. Laughing hard, happy to be escaping poverty. However brief, I know this game got valleys and peaks. Expectation for dips, for precipitation, we stack chips hardly. The youth I used to be, soon to see a million, no more. Big Willie, my game is grown, prefer you call. I suggest you call my lawyer, I know the procedure. Lock my body, can't trap my mind easily. Explain why we adapt to crime. I'd rather die enormous than live dormant, that's how we on it. Live at the main event, I better trip them out, we on it. Presidential suites, my residential for the weekend. Confidentially speaking in code since I sent you beacon. The NXS rental, don't be fooled, my game is mental. We both out of town, dawg. What you trying to get into? Viva, Las Vegas, see ya later at the crab tables. Meet me by the one that starts a G-up. This way no fraud willies present, gambling they re-up. And we can have a pleasant time sipping margaritas, yeah. Can I live? Can I live?
That's right. Can I live? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Holly Street 96 podcast. The only street in America where 2 pit bull puppies get you 1 Popeye's biscuit, and that's no lie. I am your host and purveyor of all stolen goods in the street.
What's happening today?
From Holly Street.
What's happening today? What's going on?
As always, I am with my co-defendants, my partners in crime. Well, it's one partner in crime today. I don't know where the other niggas is at. But one of the most important partners in crime. The one this partner in crime knows where all the bones is buried. Because he helped bury them. Give it up to Harlem Wonder, aka Trev, in the building today.
What's up, y'all? Your boy's back.
Jackass.
Once again, I found a new toy to play with, so everything's going to get a lot more fun. But what's happening, y'all? Thanks for checking in, as always. You know what I'm saying? Rock with us, as usual.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tonight's rambling is going to be brought to you by...
what is our sponsorship? Illegal
delicious beverage called Smoke Wagon. This one is quite nice. This one's 57%, I think, is what that says if I can read it properly, which I probably can't. So strap in. Y'all know what time it is. We about to have some fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, our podcast is pretty much brought to you by alcoholism.
He didn't even say it right.
I sure didn't. What's going on, man? How you feeling? How was your last 2 weeks, man? Since we ain't been on in 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks been cool, man. Just day by day in it, trying to find out new music to listen to, or just different stuff to get into. I kind of started playing Helldivers 2 again a little bit more.
I've seen the streams.
Yeah, streaming it on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Twitch if you want to. Harlem Wonder, yada yada. I post a link on Facebook whenever I do put a stream out there, whatever. But I mean, the game is fun. It's just something different to do. But outside of that, man, nothing at all. What's going on your side?
Chilling, man. Just working, teaching the new generation how to press a button on a keyboard. Yeah.
Wow. How to simplify it, huh?
Pretty much, man. That's pretty much what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? I tell people to press F5 and call it a day. Anyway, I really like my job. If anybody's listening from my job, I really like my job.
That is hilarious, yo.
You know what I'm saying? My principles out here. I like my
job.
That
backpedal is NFL quarterback elite, boy.
Hey, listen, bro, I got the Mahomes back step, son. You don't understand. Let me take that back.
He didn't win.
Let me take that back because his show was backpedaling the wrong way.
Yeah, that's not a good one to go after this year.
Yeah, that man was backpedaling right in the arms of 3 Eagles.
Boy, it was a massacre. That thing was something unnecessary.
That's a good place to start, matter of fact. That's a good segue. It's a good place to start, man. Let's start there in the Super Bowl. There's a lot of things happening while we were offline. So what was your take on the Super Bowl, man? I thoroughly enjoyed
it. I think the Super Bowl wasn't bad. I think the Eagles were way over-prepared. And the Chiefs clearly weren't prepared enough. But I don't think it was really predicted to be that out of control.
Not at all.
I've seen a lot of people saying that this is what happens. Like the script was changed because if the Chiefs would have won, it definitely would have been because of the refs. You know what I'm saying? So they took the refs out of it, and this is what happens when they really get a chance to play. Nah, that was grown man ball up in there. That was crazy. The refs ain't had nothing to do.
I've been hearing that take that the NFL is scripted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been hearing it so much. And I'm feeling, and when somebody I was watching somebody, I can't remember who, I would love to give them the credit for this, but they were like, if the NFL is so scripted, why are these fools tackling so hard? Like, if you know you're not going to win, why
I think I saw that. I think that was Travis Kelce.
Yeah, like why are we if we not gonna win, we know we're not gonna win. Why in the hell am I risking my life and injury on this football field?
I have quite an argument for that.
Go for it. That's what we're here for. Did you freeze? Technical difficulties, folks. It is a live broadcast. But we'll get Trev back in a minute. But yeah, hey, put in the chat what you think. Like, does anybody think the NFL is that scripted? Yeah. Welcome back.
Man, I don't know what happened. I just stay off the smoke wagon.
But no, you was telling us what your counter argument.
Yeah, the counter argument is WWE.
True.
They know they're going to lose. Do they still get out there and like legitimately in some of them spots put their bodies on the line?
Right. That's true. I can see that. Counter argument to that. They train to take those hits.
Do they not train and practice in the NFL?
Not to take hits.
They still do practice.
They
still do full pad, full crack.
They do.
What you hear about them cats getting injured in practice all the time from hitting?
You know, you're absolutely correct. I still don't think cats is just out there just like, you know what? Let me
I
run
don't
across
I
this
don't
middle.
think so either. I don't, but that could be argued in that fashion alone. And look how big, not just WWE, TNA, Impact, New Japan Wrestling, it's a whole lot out there that
we are
and
wrestling nerds. If you didn't know,
New Japan, they put on some shows, right?
they do.
They got to train to do on.
I got to take on New Japan, and I've never said it. And I never had a chance to say it. I don't like that. I don't like Spot Fest wrestling. I don't like Spot Fest wrestling.
What is that?
And I can see all the women leaving the chat right now. So I'm just saying, I don't like Spot Fest wrestling. I don't like spot. Like Ricochet versus English dude.
Will Ospreay.
That's just a Spot Fest match. It's like flip through the ropes, flip off the ropes, flip. It makes no sense. It's like, okay, if I hit you one of these moves, you not.
I got you. You don't like the super segmented John Woo.
Yeah.
It looks kind of dope though.
It looks for like one match, it's cool. But if I got a whole pay-per-view of that shit, I'm like, all right, bro.
I'm with you on that. It's oversaturated with it.
I do like their strong style. I like strong style. But I just like.
I don't know what strong style is.
It's just like a lot of instead of a lot of wrestling moves, there's a lot of hitting and kicking. Shinsuke Nakamura does strong style.
Yeah, I know they keep saying it, but I see him do the same kind of stuff Daniel Bryan does.
Knees. Yeah, his elbow. Daniel Bryan uses strong style.
Okay, well then I know
a lot of elbows, a lot of knees, a lot of real. It's almost
if
like
they have shin pads, they're strong style.
MMA style, but in a wrestling form. That's what strong style is.
Somehow the Undertaker transferred to strong style. Then that's very upsetting.
That's when I think he was just calling them soup bones. But anyway, let's go for wrestling. This is not a wrestling.
I have no idea what's
Shout
wrong
out to
with
Big
you.
Keys though. Shout out to Big Keys.
What up though?
You know what I'm saying?
Wrestling Talk Radio. Y'all check in. If y'all want to get y'all nerd podcasting on, word up. Check out them boys on Wrestling Talk. WRASSLIN.
They have guests on that show.
They'll whatever you missing in your wrestling life across all factions, them boys got you, yo. They nice up. Word up. They cover it all, yo.
He'll give you if you miss Raw, SmackDown, AEW, whatever they doing, he's got you covered. All right. So where you want to go now, man? We got the Super Bowl. Oh, we still on the Super Bowl, man. What you think about the halftime show?
I think the halftime show was great. I can really 100% go into that, and I don't know if we are going to, but I will say
we can. It's not just me and you. We can go for it. Go. I want to get your take on it.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I got you. Give me 1 second.
Well, while my man is getting his stuff together, post to the chat. What did y'all think about Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl performance? Let us know in the chat. Get your little 15 seconds of fame on the show. You know what I mean? Me, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I'm not one of these people that was hating on it because he didn't do old songs like Swimming Pools and all that stuff. I love the fact that he just did DMX. I loved it. He was pushing his catalog way up. And it worked. As of today, he's been the most streamed artist since the Super Bowl. So, you know, he called a shot. He sank it from 3. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Kendrick have been ruling the airways since Drake challenged him. So, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Word. Yep. So let's see. While we're waiting. Maybe I'll give y'all some music. See if we can get some music in here. You know, live joints. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about Dolce? How y'all feeling about her ascension to the throne? Word. Yeah, don't be shy. Get in the chat. Ask any questions in the chat. We'll answer them. We'll put your chat live on the bottom.
My apologies. Yes, we're back. My apologies. Just catch me up to what we were talking about. We were talking halftime show, right?
Halftime show.
So, I've had some people kind of try and explain to me what they interpreted from it. I've had conversations with people that have said that they don't understand what the hype was. I've had conversations with people that flat out said that it sucked. I've come to believe that everybody has their opinion based on some reason, of course, but a lot of those reasons are very telling. And whatever it's telling is whatever it's telling. I am in the realm, I don't care. I'm in the realm of people are just doing what they want to do. I just watch and observe. I've heard people say that they didn't understand the words that were being said, and I watched it a couple times. I know some people that have watched it no live 50 plus times. That like it supercharged a lot of people, but I it was just too easy for people to just flat out say it sucked. Means that you just weren't a fan of it at all, and that's fine. I can understand that too.
That's what I'm getting when you said at one point you said like you hear fans say they couldn't understand it. I think it's
not fans, they didn't, not fans.
No,
I've heard people say that.
People that say they couldn't understand it. And I'm saying like that sounds like because you didn't listen to the album, so you probably don't know the words,
or you didn't want to listen to it. Is the other part because it had the audio was. Do we really think the person that won 5 Grammys not 2-3 weeks ago is going to allow his sound system to be muffled and incoherent? Absolutely not.
True.
I've heard people say that they've never even heard of Kendrick Lamar. And I'm like, explain that to me. Because prior to this,
that's a crazy flex, man.
Again,
crazy flex.
3 weeks ago, he won 5 Grammys, and that's the reason why he's in the Super Bowl for this one song. Swimming Pools. Humble.
Thank you.
For those that are real Kendrick nerds, cartoons and cereal. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? You see what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me to have that kind of
That's true.
I can almost say audacity to say you don't know it, but I don't want it to be like if somebody has the audacity to say that, because I can understand some people that really 100% haven't heard of any of those songs. But how are you watching the Super Bowl? Because this was talked about for that long.
True.
You didn't just wake up and say, "Oh, the Super Bowl's on," and just turn it on and have no idea. That halftime show damn near overshadowed the stomp out that Kansas City took, and they're probably happy about it because they did not show up in that game at all. But that shows just how big
they weren't like us.
That this was. It was a lot of symbolism in it, and I know when I was watching it as it was happening, I knew the masses were going to unpack it. I didn't have to. I was not going to wreck my brain. I know I picked up on some things. Other things I should have probably known about, knew nothing about. Other things I was just like, if it's that deep, that's incredible. I feel like some people are just blindly reaching and stretching some stuff. I do believe some of that's happening too, but
I think a lot of
this is also Kendrick.
I think a lot of that is because he played not like us. I think a lot of that hate was not coming until he played not like us. Like
so.
we had one of the we had somebody just mention Samuel as Uncle Sam. I think that rubbed a lot of how do I say this?
People,
non-melanated people the wrong way.
Nope.
Because
you can say
you know
both ways because I've seen both ways. Not it rubbed a lot of people the wrong
if
way.
If you melanated and you got a problem with black Uncle Sam, you just didn't get it. You just didn't get it. But the PlayStation controller, he was rapping like all that stuff. When you see him turn around, when they fucking pan out to the crowd, he's rapping in a PlayStation. He's rapping in a controller, talking about this is the game. Like it's the game inside the game. Which is a triple entendre because he was rapping about the game inside the game, and that middle of the controller was a prison yard. So, you know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of people really had a problem. Only reason they have a problem with it is because he played not like us. Because that's a lot of the stuff I've been hearing. It's not that like, oh, we don't know what Uncle blah 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 blah. It was, why did he go? He turned the national stage into a personal beef. Like, no, it's one of the hottest songs.
It is
in the nation.
I just showed somebody today. Somebody has a rendition of "Not Like Us" in the Dragon Ball Z universe, fully animated. They got Goku doing the heel toe to this shit. Yeah. Like they got the voices and everything. This song is massive.
Hold on, I go even further. So while the All-Star game was on, stinking up the joint, and I don't know if we're gonna get into that or not, but that Sunday at the same time the All-Star game was going on, SNL had their 50-year anniversary. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you remember a character Will Ferrell plays, where him and I can't remember the girl that plays it with him, but they're like these two old people. They do like
yes, I saw yes.
They sung "Not Like Us" on SNL.
It's everywhere, yo. Like it's absolutely everywhere, and that's what I'm saying. To say, I would much rather hear, and not that people have to report to me or anything, but it sounds better to say, I don't know what's about. Let me find out. I don't know what's going on, but it has to be something.
You don't know.
You know what I mean? Like
research this shit is gone.
It's weird, Joe, and I don't understand the necessity to feel like you're saying something by saying something like that. Like, but why? What's the gain? You see what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. Again, like I said, people are entitled to their opinions and what have you and all of that, but just it feels like it's a cop-out. If you really want to say something, I would respect you a lot more to just say what's on your chest. But don't disguise it behind willful ignorance, yo.
Thanks for tuning in.
Pop, what up? You know what I'm saying? Like, case in point, Pop Dukes hit me.
Right.
Yo, what's going on with this Super Bowl joint? So I gave him the quick skinny, like, all right, so boom. And he was like, oh, all right. 2 days later, he's sending me stuff like, yo, I see the breakdown that this person is sending. No, I got you. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's things like this.
A Pulitzer Prize winning rapper, the only Pulitzer Prize winning rapper, was going to do at the Super Bowl.
I don't know, man. Like that's what I'm saying. It just seems like a collective of people felt it was a stance point or something to just say the most unnecessary. I think it was garbage. I think it was trash. Like, what about it though? And then when you ask what about it, they say, I couldn't understand what he was saying. Explain, like, in what way? I know you're not saying the sound audio because
audio trash.
Like he definitely doesn't mumble his words.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, so
because I watched it, because honest to tell you the truth, I watched it with you at your crib, and I understood every goddamn word he said. But then again, I'm a fan of the GNX album, and we know it though. So that's why, like, when I hear that be the response, I ask the follow-on questions. You can't ask me what I thought about it. I was wondering if he was going to do the song, period. I felt like he was going to. I just wanted to see how it was going to be executed. The entirety of the show, the way the songs played in the melodies and all that, I thought all of that was dope. Symbolism removed. Right.
You see what I'm saying? But it's just a lot of unnecessary hate towards it, and I don't understand the need for it.
Unnecessary. But then
I just don't understand the need for it.
Unnecessary hate is the word of the day in this nation right now. So, I mean, outside of that, the game was Saquon is the Giants. That's what you get. Shout out to Saquon Barkley, man.
The Giants, that's what you get. And I'm speaking as a fan. It's exactly what
Shout
you
out
get.
to Saquon Barkley getting this ring.
I just saw the quarterback that they decided that it was a better decision to stay with. He can't get picked up by the Texaco Ladybugs right now. Like, this is ridiculous, yo.
Ladybugs. Somebody put that on a t-shirt.
This is what I'm saying. But Saquon out there, you see the video, he running down the street, somebody handed him a fifth of the Henny, and he took a good long pull off it, threw it back. A year later, yo, come on, B.
Listen, bro. Hey, Saquon got my vote when he jumped backwards over him being
when he did it. I'm telling you, the Giants. That's what you get. Hey, Jones, my man, bring me a popcorn on your way back. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous. It was the dumbest thing ever. And Saquon's the most humble dude. He was just like, pay me what I'm worth because I'm nice. And I have always said, if he's healthy, he's a threat. And he was healthy the entire season.
Well, we all know that sports teams don't really, especially football, they don't really.
But that's not to say the Giants would have went Super Bowl bound or nothing like that. But they could have built around that definitely.
Right. Instead of Danny Dimes. So
that's not his name.
That nigga Danny Nichols.
He's still overpriced.
You know what I'm saying? What is it, Daddy 1 cent?
What are ruples going for these days?
Daddy peso.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. So if we talked about the Super Bowl, we talked about the Eagles sloshing of the Kansas City Chiefs. That put a kind of smile on my face because my team is in the AFC. AFC, yeah, right. I'm saying it right.
I don't know any of that stuff, yo. I'm not gonna lie to you.
AFC, yeah. So anyway, my team is the Chargers. So I like seeing Kansas City, get trounced. If we talk about Kendrick Lamar, we gotta talk about the other side of Kendrick Lamar coin,
which is
Drizzy.
What about him?
Talk about Drizzy. Did you hear the new tracks?
What new tracks?
Oh, so you don't know? Friday he came out. Friday, Drizzy and Party Next Door dropped the album.
Oh, I knew about that.
It was a lot less Party Next Door and a lot of Drizzy. I don't remember hearing any Party Next Door, but it was a lot of Drizzy. And he had one joint. What's going on, Terrence? He took it a step further.
That's it. That's about
it. Listen, bro. We are missing that. Like, I understand the party joints. I understand all the gangster joints. I understand we are now in an imbalance in hip hop, whereas we used to be in having a balance. Have all that shit, but we used to like one dude. Like, we got one Kendrick. Like, we used to have like 3 or 4 Kendricks, 3 or 4 Futures, 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? We got to have that balance back in hip hop.
I agree. I mean, too much of one thing just had it saturated. We had way too many. The Xanax kids mumbling through everything. We had a whole lot of mumble rap and all of that.
Like,
now we're getting back to the nitty gritty of hip hop, and I can understand.
I'm really hoping.
I can low key understand why some people aren't excited about the resurgence of hip hop and what we're seeing, because to us it's a resurgence. To them, it's a shift. A lot of the population, hip hop is, no disrespect, but it's like Flow Rider, T-Pain. You know what I'm saying? It's that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's pop party, all that other stuff. Yeah. But we grew up Run DMC, Kool Mo D, all of that on through to see the eras happen. And like you said, survive the mumble. But the mumble is where a lot of people really started paying attention to hip hop, or what they consider to be hip hop. You know what I mean?
Because
now we're getting
it's easy to digest that.
It is, but the hip hop we listen to is also easy to digest, but it's easy for us. Remember, they came in on the Soulja Boy era. No disrespect to it, but we didn't like that era. Like, it's too simple. You see what I'm saying? Y'all are watering it down, And now it's starting to that ebb and flow. It's starting to come back to where lyrics and all that starting to matter. And people don't want to pay attention. They don't have to pay attention to ears. They have the short attention span. Hence TikTok. When TikTok went down for a day, you'd have thought the satellites fell out the sky, the hot water heater stopped working. There was all the food rotted. People losing their minds.
We had to sit by the door with the rocket and the shotgun, like
it was wild. And I'm like, I kind of get it, because when Facebook went down, I was like, well, damn, I just don't have nothing else to do. So I started playing the games on my phone. It's different. Oh, I should share this. Oh, I can't. It's down. But when TikTok went down, people was like, people was losing money. Like, I get that part. You know what I'm saying? But the random people sitting at work scrolling TikTok crazy was losing their minds like they lost a sibling. So, of course, they're not going to want to listen to deep, introspective, or thought-provoking, lyrical wordplay, nothing like that. It don't even have to be that deep. Nothing Kendrick Lamar said was immortal technique intricate. Right. You see what I'm saying? It was just, he was taking care of business. And then he's got his political stance on things, and that's where people didn't like it.
Yeah, you can't say nothing. You can't comment on the state of the world now.
I saw somebody say the equivalent to shut up and dribble. And I said that. I was like, oh, so just like shut up and dribble, huh? You got to put that zero response. Got it. Hashtag people watching. If y'all see that thrown up, that's it.
Yeah, you got to put that on blast. Like
I'm not. We have zero reactions about anything. I'm just watching.
We got, you know what I'm saying? We got to start, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But like I said, let's get back to the hip hop before we get on our soapbox.
You took me there. I told you I didn't want to, but you said it. But yes, please.
So last Friday, Drizzy dropped the joint. He was, I wish I could play it, but I don't want to give him any spins. So he kind of went at he now found a new target other than Kendrick. So the line is he shouted out Melissa Ford for being a legend from the 6. So the line is shout out to Melissa Ford, you're a legend from the 6. Too bad you sitting beside a dick sucker.
Who is she sitting beside, I ask?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. Melissa Ford is, not only does she have her own podcast, but she is on the Joe Budden podcast. And she sits directly beside Joe Anthony Budden.
Yosef Budden?
Yosef Budden.
Mr. Mood Music Budden.
Mr. Mood Music. Mr. Slaughterhouse.
Everybody thinks it's just Pump It Up Joe Budden. No. This is a Slaughterhouse alumni Joe. Here's what I don't understand.
Please tell.
Finish.
Please tell. No,
what is he trying to do?
Well, to shoot him some bail, unfortunately. Joe wasn't.
That doesn't. Okay. But
during the beef, Joe wasn't critical of him. Was just saying what he felt. Right. The whole podcast was saying what he felt about everything that was going on, every record that came out, and they bigged him up and everything, and they put him down when he needed it. Like, yo, this shit sucks. This shit is dope. Blah blah blah.
But they do that with everybody.
Right. They answered. Well, Drake. Anybody that said he lost, he's going after. So he now decided to.
You know what I think is kind of a sucker move for that though. Joe Budden been said he's not going to come back. Like, he won't come back for Slaughterhouse. He ain't coming back for nobody. So I wonder if this is just one of those moves where he thinks it's strategic, because he's not going to get Joe Budden in the booth. If he gets Joe Budden in the booth, I don't know what we're going to get.
First of all,
but I'm not going to say it's going to be.
Joe went at him in the booth. Drake didn't give him bars.
When was this?
Joe was one of the first. Joe was one of Drake's first beefs, first rap beefs.
Really?
Way back back.
Well,
before me.
I also remember Ghostface Killer having a lot of choice words for Drake, calling him marshmallow and saying his lyrics was baby thigh soft and all of this show. Like, he was giving him.
I think the whole Wu-Tang got mad because of Tuscan Leather when he used the Wu beat.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, nigga,
I mean,
not you.
Anybody but
Anybody
again,
but you.
Again, I don't understand why people act like Drake can just hop off. He smoked meat. No diddy. Let's just keep it a buck. He fumbled the Undertaker beat. That is historically bad. That goes down in history.
Before
critically acclaimed, depending on how you talk to.
I just want to say, I don't know if he smoked meat. I think Meek smoked himself. I think
same.
Where he cheddar bobbed himself.
Same.
He won by default.
Hey, a win's a win.
Meek cheddar bobbed himself. Meek shot himself.
We all get it. True, but
let's go burst.
Then we had the Pusha T joint. Push was ready.
He murdered him.
Push had another one in chamber. Jay Prince broke that up for some reason. Whatever.
Jay Prince,
I still think
right on the wall. His Raven Train was about to die.
So then he took that and just assumed he was just going to shoot for the moon, and to the assumptions that he's made about people fabricating stuff and all of this and all. I was just like, come on, they're paying for the spins, sir. They're singing this song in Africa. They're doing the Super Bowl 2-step already in Africa. They said because of this Super Bowl performance, he is now the only artist in hip hop history to have 3 albums charting on the Billboard 100 at the same time. GNX, Humble, and Good Kid, Mad City. Yep. The entirety of those albums are all on the Billboard 100. That's Frozen, crazy.
I said that. I was like, yo, his streams are up almost 152%. That's a lot of hits.
But it's only off of this song. Again, right. He's had smash hits before because he was on the Super Bowl with Dre in them, right? Mm-hmm. So he's definitely had songs. This song is that big.
Like
it's crazy.
He's the entire Black Panther soundtrack. It's literally a Kendrick Lamar album. The Black Panther soundtrack is literally a Kendrick Lamar album. Literally. So
and this is what we have, yo. And it's just the accusations of there's no way it can be this, that, or the third is just like you gotta chill out.
Fun fact: he won 5 Grammys for this song, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's won major stuff for this song. He actually could win. There's another award show coming down the pipeline, and the Super Bowl halftime show usually wins this award.
He's gonna win everything that comes until something to just take people's mind off of it for a long enough time. It died down before the Super Bowl,
right?
And it shot it right the fuck back up, like immediately.
If he wins an Emmy for best performance.
If he does,
Dre won one, Rihanna won one.
If he does, the amount of unnecessary hatred that we are going to hear is going to be eye-rollingly tangible. Eye-rollingly tangible.
Yeah, I really hope he wins because the only thing I know that is qualified enough for a performance is Jello's performance of that stupid song at the All-Star game. If that wins, I swear to God, I will riot.
I can be honest and say I have not heard that song at all.
If I was an evil man, I'd play it.
I mean, I've heard parts of it. I haven't heard the whole song. I'm sure the song is dope. It sounds like it's probably legit. I just have no reason to listen to it. It's absolutely not for my ears.
It is terrible. It is terrible.
Ooh, that's Mexican bad. Sorry.
It's garbage.
I'm sorry.
Juice. I don't know how he got 8 million from Def Jam, but it is what it is.
I'm surprised that Def Jam still
exists
as an entity to be able to foot that kind of bread for that.
You know what I'm saying? It's a ball brother. We're gonna give him 8 million.
I think it was a name thing, and the song has a catchy beat. It's probably a TikTok worthy something,
Shout
which
out
is
to
probably
LeVar
what
Ball.
I ain't mad at it.
Shout out to LeVar Ball, man.
Hey,
It's Black History Month. Shout out to LeVar Ball. Like, bruh, talk about pushing your kids into stardom. Joe Jackson style. Without
Joe
the hits.
Jack style. It's,
Like, everybody hated on that man, but that man got 2 kids in the top echelon in the NBA. And he now done finagle one of his last kid to finagle his way into a rap career. After destroying his
into a rap career.
After destroying his basketball career for some sunglasses.
Yeah, it was that Greece or something like that, yeah?
China, Japan, either Japan or China, one or two.
One of them, I went to Japan. They Assange had Big Baller brand. Hey, that was. I ain't mad at the attempt.
I'm serious. Shout out to LeVar Ball. We don't give like that. We always talk about all you hear is what black men don't do. Shout out to LeVar Ball.
Shout out LeVar Ball. Hey, speedy recovery too, OG. You know what I'm saying? We heard about the foot thing and all of that. Not that you would ever hear or see this podcast, but if you do, know you respect it, man. You had your ways about you, but
yeah,
determination got your family where you want them to be, man. That's commendable, 100%.
I listen, bro. If I could do half that, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, like for real. But shout out to LeVar Ball. We might have to go into. So with that being said, man, we gotta. I don't want to dampen the pod right now, but I might have to, because I want to say rest in peace to a couple people. One really special person. I want to say rest in peace to I can't talk today. Valletta Wallace, Biggie's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Just passed, you know what I'm saying, at the age of 78. You know what I'm saying? She birthed a legend, and she was a legend herself, like fighting for rights and all that. Like, she was a legend herself. So, and then we have to say rest in peace to Irv Gotti. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you think about him, one of the most influential people in New York hip hop.
Even before Murder Inc. as a label, he was in them streets getting busy and hustling and getting the acts together and putting together mixtapes and all this other stuff, you know. Yeah.
Jay-Z. Nah.
Yeah, man.
He was influenced. He was in everybody. He had a hand in most people's careers, even before Murder Inc. We wouldn't have Ashanti without Lloyd. You know what I'm saying? We would have a lot of hits. Sadly, he beefed with the wrong person, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Irv Gotti and Val Davis. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no sad music or happy music to say. I don't have nothing to play. But yeah, I just wanted to say that before we get into you got anything to say about them?
I mean, no, I think you pretty much said it all, man. There's icons in different eras and just respects of themselves. Like, it's Biggie's mom, Joe. Like, that's New York City mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see him right there. You see what I'm saying? There's no him without Mom Duke. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know what I'm saying? And
like she held it down too. She kept it a buck with him through everything.
When he passed, she got busy.
Mm-hmm.
She got busy.
You know what I mean? So yeah, and Irv, I mean, come on, yo, Murder Inc. Period. Everything, like we said, he was probably an asshole to a lot of people, but he stood tall for what he believed in, and just gone early.
You know what I mean? Most geniuses are assholes. So
that's what they say. I'm cool with everybody though.
Like,
You know what I mean?
All right. Speaking of, so let's get back into some news. Before I get into ASAP, I just want to mention that I told y'all he didn't fucking do it. Shout out to Jay. All charges dropped. Lost the loss. The dude lost the law, and he's countersuing dude.
Defamation, right?
Everything that girl said was bull malarkey.
Okay, so do you notice? I don't know the story.
Okay,
refresh everybody's listening.
So, a young lady accused Jay-Z and P. Diddy of sexually assaulting her after, I can't remember I can't remember which MTV Music Award it was, but she said they sexually assaulted her together after the music awards. And so as her story starts to unravel, you start to see chinks and holes in it. Like, what father? Like she said, her father picked her up but didn't know she was there. She remembers a mansion in Manhattan with a circular drive. How many mansions in Manhattan have that enough space in Manhattan to have a circular drive? Mm-hmm. She remembers seeing a group. She remembers saying hi. Literally remember saying hi to a rock band, a 90s. I think it was late 90s, rock band. But that rock band during that time they found out was not even in New York. Was on the other side of the country, so she could never have seen them. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the things she was just saying was, and the judge dismissed this case with extreme prejudice. Like he heard enough bullshit that was like, this is bullshit. Like it was like extreme, like I can't remember the word. It's extreme judicial prejudice or something like that. That where it's like he didn't even hear it, let the trial play out. He just stopped it. Like, this is total BS. Like, you need to go.
Bad Joe. Sorry.
So now Jay is countersuing the lawyer who brought the suit on. So
wait, we talking Jay? I thought we was talking ASAP.
No. This is Jay. So Jay just got the whole charge. All the suit was
I knew about that. I thought we was talking to ASAP.
I just wanted to say, like, the hate for Jay was super loud.
100%.
So I want to be just as loud for saying, hey, we gotta. I don't want to have to stop believe victims, but I'm just saying. We gotta
get the whole story first.
We gotta start getting the whole fact. We gotta start believing.
Get the whole story first,
right? And don't be afraid to if something's going on. Don't be afraid to come forward. Don't let nothing like this stop you from coming forward. If you need help, get help. But
also don't weaponize this because you mess around and you become the boy that cried wolf, and then you make it less effective when stuff is real. You see what I'm saying? People don't play around with that, and then enough falsification means people don't take it serious, and that's just the natural order of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was really no need for Youngin to do that in any retrospect, other than she just knew she was going to get some money.
Right.
Back in the day, a couple years ago, probably would have, but these days it's like, nah, there's cameras everywhere, prove it. You know what I'm saying? And you can't.
I think she saw what was going on with P. Diddy and just jumped on the gravy train.
And that's just crazy. That's
my opinion.
I'm with it. I mean,
I can't be in her mind, but I think she.
So here's the question, though.
What's up?
Outside of the countersue, nothing would have happened, right? If Hove didn't want to countersue and just was like, yeah, we good, told y'all, blah blah, and just moved off in the sunset, nothing would happen with Youngin, right?
Right.
I think that needs to be addressed as well.
I don't think
because
that is going to happen.
There's no incentive to stop people from doing this possible cash grab stuff, not just on celebrities. Because if that's happened to celebrities, I'm sure it's happening to everyday people as well. You know what I'm saying? And like, I
think that's why he's going after the lawyer. I think because she can't bring charges. She can't do this without the lawyer, and the lawyer knew all the facts that she said. See what I'm saying? Like, as a lawyer, it's your due diligence to figure out if your client's lying or not.
Right.
And he still went with the case. He figured he could bully with the things that's going on. I think what's going on is everybody thinks the things that are going on with P. Diddy and anybody around Diddy, we can pressure them into like, oh my God, I don't want something. But Jay-Z's not that kind of dude. I tried to like, listen, I don't know him personally, but I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I've been around the culture enough to know he ain't never been the dude to back off.
Nah.
The man won a case where he stabbed a man.
Gave it the
and then gave him bars.
Allegedly.
And then gave him bars about it.
Walked away. Had a song. He had a song with R. Kelly called Not Guilty. I'm just saying. He's done a little bit of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But
you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's been on point.
He's not the guy to say, yo, I didn't do this and I'll pay you $1 million to shut the fuck up. No.
That's the biggest takeaway though, for real.
And you going to fucking we gonna play this through.
Once we prove that it's I didn't do it, we're gonna come back and basically whatever you got, I'm taking, like Monopoly. And but this isn't the first time we've seen that happen, because remember the same thing happened with Cardi B a few years ago,
right?
When the one girl was saying all that stuff and Cardi went right at her. Like, I think stuff like that kind of needs to happen. People are legitimately getting too used to just thinking they could just throw a line out in the ocean and hopefully catch a big fish. You see what I'm saying?
I tell people all the time, you can't say what you want. Your opinion is all right. One of my biggest lines I tell people is this: if you put something on Facebook, right, it has the potential to go viral. Right? Even if this is just my opinion. No, once your opinion is broadcast, it's a fact. It's a statement. It's not even it's a statement. It's no longer an opinion. It's a statement. Yeah. So like what we're doing right now, everything that we're thinking in our head, if we put it on this mic, it's a statement.
No, did
we can be called out on it for it. So everything we say on this mic, while it's hot, is no longer an opinion. It's a statement.
Chill out. But you're right. But yeah, it is. But that's the thing that's that I think gets lost in translation. Along with, people keep saying, well, I have freedom of speech. You do, but you also that doesn't absolve you of consequences.
Right. I got freedom to punch you in your mouth if you say something. You got the right to say it. I got the right to punch you in the mouth for saying it.
I mean, as long as you're not invading my personal space and touching and all that shit, I'm very whatever. But every now and then you gotta tune somebody up. You know what I'm saying? Because it just has to happen. Like, there's so many videos of people getting pushed to that point of just like, yo, chill out. And yet you still see people going to those links and that extent. Like, what's the end game here? What are you absolutely trying to accomplish? Because I'm about to rip your face off your face. You see what I'm saying? Like, what's happening here? For just to be able to say, oh, look, they hit me first, I'm going to sue. You might not have a nervous system to feel the money the way I feel, like tearing you apart. But like, they just get to poking, and every now and then you got to countersue. And I respect the fact that they went that way, because there's money in some of these people's pockets that some things allegedly never took place. You see what I'm saying? Like, I do 100% believe in the power of the almighty dollar, and that things can happen and not be ever found out about. I believe in that. That's why everybody I meet has got my respect, and I keep it cool with them, because I just don't know. You see what I'm saying? Right. But people get out there. Remember, not a specific one, but tell me you remember the first time you seen a video of some dude talking trash on Xbox Live and the dude calling back his address. And this is before all the prank stuff. Oh, I got your IP address. What does that mean? I know where your house is at. And all this other stuff. You're like, yo, for real?
Love it.
Yep.
Absolutely love it.
People still out there running their mouth. Like, and that was literal decades ago. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I just don't understand the necessity for it.
Now they call it doxing. Now people send a SWAT to your house.
And that's extreme.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
That's
they call
wild.
It bomb threats, send a SWAT to your house. Like, you just open the door, you like.
I think I seen one of them joints. My man was sitting kind of something like this, and they kicked the door in from this side, and he was like, and the whole SWAT team just smoking all of this. My man was like 16, running your mouth on Xbox Live. You see what I'm saying? Bro.
I think I like it now that I think we're getting into an era of this new generation where they're starting to feel like, oh, snap, I can't just say what I want, because this nigga might kick my head off.
So with that said,
we went through the era of them pranks. You know, remember them pranks on a lot of these cats that used to be pranking on YouTube now? I love watching them, like a dude just like, yo, man, what the fuck are you talking about? I'll, like, walking to somebody and just like, yo, just throwing up Crip signs and shit, and you're like, what the fuck is you doing?
Snatching them right up.
So I like that we're going into like, hey, bro, there's consequences to this life, because when me and you grew up, we automatically knew, hey, you can get punched in the mouth any day of the week.
Right.
Tread carefully.
Any day of the week. It can happen. That kept, for anybody, and it kept people in line. But I mean, there's necessity for change in all aspects of life, right? But I think what happens is it's too far of a pendulum swing to either side, right? And it's too extreme of swings in things when it's trying to fix or make things better. And it's usually because somebody's trying to get some kind of get back or revenge or something like that. And it prevents people from being able to actually see the bigger picture, right? And what we're having with these kids now is a lot of them are starting to get fed up because there was that time of, I'm just going to do something and prank in the face and holler, it's a prank. And it went from being funny, to like, yo, now's not the time. And, like people getting fed up with it. It shouldn't have, but it's an extreme swing because a few years ago, we seen that kid do the prank in the mall and get shot in the mall.
Yeah, man, I've always hated those pranks because, like,
I don't consider them pranks. There's nothing funny about it, except for people that are wildly sadistic like that as well. But, again, all of that's in the eye of the beholder, and that gets lost in translation because it gets blurred over time, right? And now we're coming back to the opposite swing of that pendulum where now I feel like I have to show you that's my time to make it not a prank. You know what I'm saying? It's my time to do whatever extreme to stop you because I'm tired. I feel like y'all are taking it too far. We see this all the time. You see what I'm saying? So I have to be the one to kind of help be the beacon of light to stop this. And you got kids getting dumped in trash cans, slung out in the streets. I see one kid, he was hung upside down by his ankles in a Waffle House parking lot, screaming for his life. It's funny, but you see what I'm saying? All because he thought it was a joke or a prank to mess with somebody. Like, it's not.
You can't be doing this to the people.
Nah, because you don't know what people's day is like.
True. Oh man, you catch somebody that just life and beat them to the bare bones.
What was the Michael Douglas movie where he had the bad day?
Falling Down.
Listen,
that's my movie, bro.
We saw that movie and related with it.
Yo, he lost his shit over a sandwich.
Can I get a sandwich? It's a breakfast sandwich, and it was like 2 minutes late. We don't have any more.
Hey,
I can see him. What are you gonna do with the ones?
Right. It was only like 1 minute till like the switch. It was like, yo, just let me. I see him right there. Just let me get one. And you want to be an asshole? This nigga done got fired. His girl's cheating on. Like, he went through hell, and all he wanted was a breakfast sandwich. All you had to do was reach behind you and just sell this nigga a breakfast sandwich. And
he was gonna pay for it. City went up in flames, bro. He went on a rampage. He went on a rampage. Everybody understood, and that's why everybody treated people with, some reverence and understanding. Like, hey, remember the term going postal? Because postal workers was out there losing their shit. Same premise. But what happened was that extreme pendulum swing of correction came, and it was a band hammer, and people was losing their jobs, and nobody was attacking the point of just treat people normal, which is the
not going on
middle of the road.
With the DEI stuff and all the firings, I'm surprised it ain't going on now.
None of that, because all of that is just pure ignorance. But hashtag people watching.
Not even talking about the actual the politics of it. I'm talking about with the firings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm surprised that people fucking ain't just walked back and was like, yo, fuck all this shit. Like they used to. But, shouts out to people not going postal no more.
Mental health is a thing, and I think people actually take the time to address it and know that they can seek help, but still and actually be open enough to talk to their peers and all of that. Know that they can find comfort in their peer groups about stuff like that. I think it's definitely a help too.
Therapy. If you haven't looked into it, look into it. Therapy. It helps. Trust me. It helps. So please get some help. And
I don't care what anybody say. Shout out to the people that's getting these axes over this nonsense, yo. It is absolute pure nonsense, and I'm not gonna dig in nobody's debate closet about why I think it's nonsense. It's just my opinion, and I have my reasons for it. And I have a not deeper, a different understanding of why I feel the way I feel about stuff that's happening. And I might speak on it one day, I might not, but until then, it's just this shit is unnecessary for whatever the hell anybody would say. It's they're not fine. Yeah.
Well, you got
Yeah.
time, man. If you want to speak on it, speak.
No, I don't, man, because it's stupid. Because it's going to take me to another place where I was there before, yo, and I will not put that energy towards it.
Right.
I won't.
So
but it's the willful ignorance thing that I just can't stand. But again, it's pendulum swing stuff.
Well, let me get you back in a better mood. Your boy Yasiin Bey coming back.
What you mean?
AKA Most Def.
Mm-hmm.
So Yasiin Bey coming out he returns with an album called Forensics, man. It's a new project called Forensics, created in collaboration with the Alchemist. It's Most Def and the Alchemist, bro.
It's okay. So now I'm
Alchemist
immediately excited.
Immediately.
But here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Are they releasing it on the same platform that they got that they do their podcast with Chappelle on? Because him and Talib dropped the album exclusively on that platform. And
they sure did.
I can't remember the name of it, and I don't mean it in a bad way because I understand the reasoning why they did it. But if this is the same thing with the Most Def and Alchemist, I'm gonna be kind of upset.
Well, let me check.
Because I really wanted to hear the Talib joint. I was like, bet. And I think when that podcast platform first jumped off, I want to say that the Dave Chappelle and their podcast was like one of the first joints on it. And it was a free trial, and I listened to it. But I have a set routine of what I listen to for podcasts. And paying for another platform that I would only be listening to that for, I just didn't see the value in. You see what I'm saying? Like there was nothing else that drove me to that platform. Like Spotify, you have different podcasts and all that other stuff. Yeah. And I'm not saying they should have flown the podcasting on Spotify or anything else. Again, I understand why they're doing what they're doing, but me as a consumer, I just didn't have the necessity for it, which is unfortunate because I hear the album is dope. Well, then again, I don't really hear the album is dope because I don't know anybody who's heard it for that reason. And those that know me, I kind of dwell in the digital streets from time to time.
That you do.
And you know what I'm saying? I haven't heard really anything critically acclaimed. I haven't heard anything from it, but that's also could be because you see what I'm saying? That's a different type of hip hop.
So
you have to be
so my deep dive, you can listen to Forensics on Bandcamp and Vimeo. The album's expected to release on vinyl later in 2025. So you gotta either listen to it on Bandcamp or Vimeo.
Is that the Vimeo?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the same platform that their Midnight. What's their podcast called? Midnight. It's Midnight something. And I listened to the first couple episodes, and it was raw first couple episodes. You see what I'm saying? Not that we're polished by any stretch of the imagination. I didn't expect them to be polished by any stretch either. But it was dope. I felt like how some cats probably felt when Rogan first started.
Right.
You felt like you were on the cusp of something that had pure greatness. And this is Most Def, Talib Kweli, and Dave Chappelle just shooting the shit about everything. Hell yeah. That just but I don't remember what the subscription cost was. And I was like, I just don't see. Not for just one show.
Right. So let me get this up. So Yasiin Bey, a.k.a. formerly known as Most Def, and The Alchemist are debuting a new collaborative album titled Forensics. You can hear the two perform their new material via a Bandcamp live stream. The live stream, which can be accessed for $9.99, will be available to viewers for 40 hours following the event. So they're actually doing their album live. And you can, I guess for 40 hours, you can see it. I don't know when, but like I said,
you say 48 hours, so I paid the $10 and I can watch it for 2 days, and then that's it, huh?
Yep.
I mean, I can see that's not bad.
Dang, man, I just.
But I
Dang,
feel like it's going to be dope. So then, what is it? Then you got to wait for it to come out on vinyl.
Yeah, and then I'm
just going to wait for it to come out on vinyl.
Yeah.
Is that foul?
Shame, because, well, no, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like they decided to put it out how they decided to put it out, but
Yeah, but see, like, this could also be considered not supporting our greats by not doing that. But then it could also be looked at as y'all are forcing me to pay extra money when you have other avenues to put the music out.
Yeah, no.
Like you can see it from both sides, and that's why I'm like, is it foul or not? I mean, it's $10, but if this shit is fire, yo, if it's fire, then I gotta wait for how long to hope to get a vinyl, because every DJ on the planet's gonna get the vinyl, and then I gotta compete with that because I can almost guarantee that they only put out a limited number. They're not gonna mass produce it.
True.
You see, so like this is what I gotta combat against. I understand the diehards are out there, and I kind of leave it for them.
Well, I mean,
again, I'm in the streets.
Myself a Mos Def diehard. Like, I was into everything Black Star, Mos Def, Talib Kweli, and I'm definitely as a producer, I'm definitely with Alchemist doing the beats. Like,
this is what, man.
It goes Premier, Alchemist.
Ooh, sir. You got Al over RZA?
Yes.
It's a bold statement, Cotton.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Thank you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. I have Alchemist over RZA. Not by much.
That's it.
I just say Alchemist produced some legend. RZA produced some legendary shit too, but not all his beats hit. Not all of his beats. You can't tell me like you listen to RZA, all of RZA's joints, and be like,
I can tell you. I can tell you every Alchemist beat I've heard isn't dope as shit either.
You got to.
It's quite a few Action Bronson albums that are absolute toss offs.
Hold on. Was it Alchemist or was it Action Bronson?
There's an Alchemist.
No, I'm not saying
Alchemist and Action.
The Action Bronson, or was it Action Bronson
the
that turned
beat.
You off?
See, for me, Alchemist can get in his pocket, like would Hold You Down or anything that he's done with Mobb Deep or anything like that.
Everything,
but then he can overproduce some joints that just sound like you're throwing pots and pans down the damn stairs. That's where
I'm saying about RZA and Preem.
Yeah, but I feel like with RZA and Primo, though, we don't get the amount of music. Alchemist does production he just did a joint.
Yeah.
With a couple, he does so much, and that's what I'm saying. The volume of what he puts out. If you get a bad RZA track, you might have to wait 15 months before you hear anything even about that track, and let alone get another joint. Alchemist is spitting them out left or right, and that's not a bad thing. No, but it's oversaturation and all of that. And like I said, he's got a lot more per capita of not so good beats than Primo and RZA.
Yeah, no, I still
use per capita. You heard it. Capita. Holly Street, we out here. Pinkies up, boys.
Message. But no, I'm sorry. I still have.
I mean, respect to it. That's your move. I ain't mad at it.
But it's like I said.
That was my immediate question when you said Preem, Alchemist. I was like, well, where is RZA? Third. Ooh.
Nah, it's then right behind him is Dre. Right behind him is
Dre. I mean, I'm with it. Yeah.
Like, and it's not my list isn't like if I reorder, because you could put a filter on it and reorder the list. Like if I'm talking cultural impact,
it's mood. It's mood dependent. I'm with you.
So this version of the list is really like skill level, like what I hear in the drums, where they got the sample from, what they did to the sample. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me is like, okay, that's why, because Dre don't really mess with samples a lot, but his drums are fucking. Like if I can learn how to do Dre drums, it's bananas.
Just get the kit. Never mind, we'll talk offline. Don't worry about it. I might have had it. In my day, I might have had a lot of stuff.
But
I
nah,
actually
like,
had. I probably have it on the hard drive around here somewhere. I have Dre's drum kits.
That man's
I have
drums is
them
bananas.
because remember we used to fuck with Fruity Loops.
Yeah,
I have
I'm
it
still
somewhere on
in them
here,
streets. I'm still in
and
them
I
streets.
don't remember where I got them, but it was somewhere. It was. I remember.
I'll let your boy
Yeah,
send
I
me.
got Dre's drum kits, like the official drum. And I remember looking at it like,
Send them shits to me.
man, there's no way. I gotta remember which hard drive it's on. I'm probably looking right at it. I remember seeing them. And I was like, "There's no way," and they're watermarked.
So
they're watermarked.
They said they're watermarked. So we've been on an hour and 10 minutes. So I think we gave the people what they needed. I want to close the show. Do you got any So I want to send a shout out to my sleeper. Like I want to copy nobody, but you know what I'm saying? Like I want to send out I want to do a new artist segment at the end of each show. Like usually this is the time when we do the 15-minute massacre, but shout out to DJ Domino. He's not here today. So instead, I want to do I want to do something like you ain't got to do a new artist, but anything that you've been listening to, the people like so anybody want to shout out,
I
put people
am not
on
ashamed of what I'm about to say. I blame Facebook. Everybody's on Instagram or X or whatever. I'm a Facebook. Look, it's easy. Whatever.
Right on.
I am consumed with these JBL Fetty Wap reels. I can't stop listening to again, yo. Now, here's the thing that's wild about it. I remember when the song came out, and I was like, "That song is okay at best." I didn't really rock, and this was back when I had the link with the things in the trunk. You see what I'm saying? And I really wasn't with it, like not in a bad way, but like Trap Queen was okay. But by the time I heard Trap Queen, I was like, that voice is just like I can't really catch it. So, but again, is invading my ear space in the worst way. I got people at work humming it. Like it just every now and then I just got to listen to it. So I'm listening to that on repeat. And if I'm honest, I'm still dipping in and out No Diddy with this Muddy Waters 2 album, yo.
Oh, yes.
This Muddy Waters 2 album is phenomenal, bro. Redman's Muddy Waters 2 album is phenomenal, bro.
Hold on. Hold on. We didn't even skip past the most important thing that happened in the last 2 weeks, man.
No, we didn't.
Tell them what we did, son.
No.
Tell them what we did, son.
What did we do, sir? What did we do? I mean, hey, we knocked something off the bucket list, y'all. We went, me and my man here, we went and we went and seen the boys live, yo. We went to the concert. Yeah, we were dumb close, yo. We went and see Meth Red and Redman. They were out here.
If y'all want to see a show,
they put on a hell of a
show.
Hey, but you know what though? Yes, I was just about to say it.
What was homeboy who kept? What was homeboy who kept? Dang, what was the name of that homeboy who kept going fast as shit?
I don't remember, yo, but the local acts were dope, but I will say the only downside of it was somehow that place was not packed out, yo.
Right.
But they still got out there and rocked the spot. And I'm telling you, if y'all get a chance, if Meth Red is in your area, go see it. If you're a fan of any one of their songs, they're going to do that song. You're going to have a fun ass time. Yo. That shit was dope.
From start, they are on 10.
Yeah. Energy's 1,000 the entire time.
Like
fully engaging. 10. Some chicks said, "Take off your shirt." Memphis, like, "Take your shirt off, bitch." I was weak. Like it was fun. It was a fun time, but the songs were dope. The energy was high. But like I said, the only thing was it wasn't as packed as I would have loved for it to be. But I also think that was because I don't know if they really promoted it that well. Unfortunately,
that may be it.
Because we seen Wu and Nas in Charlotte at the amphitheater, and it was, of course, it's because it was Wu and Nas, but this is Meth Red. That's not too far different. You see what I'm saying? And it might have. It was
beef about that concert though,
because we didn't get Meth. No, did he?
No, not because we didn't get Meth. Like I said, I understood Meth was shooting
power, right?
Power and stuff. I get that. But how the hell, Busta Rhymes? I'm talking to you.
Hey.
Nah,
hey,
bro,
hey.
you got on your soapbox. I'm about to get on mine. Busta Rhymes, I'm talking to you. Listen here. Come on, pull the camera close. How the hell you gonna go to Raleigh
and not
but
Charlotte?
You miss Charlotte. No, I'm just saying. Hey man, come. All I'm asking you, Bus. No, I love you, Bus. Come to Charlotte, please. Come.
I do feel like you got to swing back through.
Please. I was excited. That was what because the thought that it would be Wu, Nas, and Bus, that had me just like I've never seen. Listen, I've seen Jizza in concert. Shout out to my mans. We've seen the Wu in different aspects and stuff like that. I've seen Ghostface up close. I've never got to see Busta Rhymes in all of his glory. I've only witnessed it on TV, but I've never got to see it live. To see Busta Rhymes and I'm not with those acts that just come on stage and just, yo, what up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? Wave your hands in the air. I got a towel. I'm gonna take my shirt off and then I'm going outside. Busta Rhymes give you a show and I want to see it. That nigga dances
to this day. I hear him and Spliff still get up there and get busy for the entire show. I want to see
Spliff star too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hype man's hype man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I seen somebody actually try and have some slick shade. His dude is always around and he must just be such a leech. What? Sir, you don't know what you're talking about. You probably hosted that dumbass weapon you carrying that you call a mouth. The fuck, you know, say something stupid like Spliff. How do you not know? What was that? What did you do?
Oh no!
Matter of fact, I don't want to know.
I have it coming.
I don't want to know.
Coming. We're gonna end the show in a minute. But yeah, I just wanted to say that about Busta, man. Please come to Charlotte. Please come to Charlotte so we can see you and throw your flowers. You know what I'm saying, and give you the praise that you deserve as a performer and one of the top rap artists of our industry. Period. The boy is a master in 3 decades, in 3 eras of hip hop. The golden, like he started in the 80s, killed the 90s, still going in the 2000s. Come on now, you gotta give somebody, you gotta give that love. You gotta give somebody like that proper respect. But in honor of, you know what I'm saying, now I don't get to do my spiel for Domino. In honor of the Red and Meth concert, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to take us out with a little ditty by
Is that the word you had to use?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just asking. You just had that one specifically?
I heard it.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I don't know.
Like, right.
Hurry up in this so we can have this talk offline because I don't understand what you got going on, brother.
You know what I'm saying? All right, a little tune. What up, Pierre? What's going on?
What's up, Playboy? You see what I'm saying, yo? Like, this is the shit I got to deal with, yo.
Kind of late though. Nah,
and I've documented sipping the entire show, and I still don't slip up like that. You're a piece of work, young man.
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna tell you right now.
Listen, like I said, we usually end the show with Domino and the 15-minute massacre. Like I said, shout out to Domino. He out there doing something. God knows what. Anyway, and if you don't know, he was at Breakfast Bitch in Arizona last weekend. Catch him wherever he's at. He does live shows, so all the time. Catch him on Facebook. I keep telling him to document his shows and put them. You know what I'm saying? But you know, who am I? Anyway, so in honor of that, I want to get into, you know, a little Meth Red, man, off of the Muddy Waters 2 album. You know what I'm saying? I think you know where I'm going with this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get into one of my favorite songs off the album. It's called La La, featuring Method Man.
Yeah.
Get familiar, y'all. Here we go. Give me a second.
Let's go! Yo, now everybody welcome me back like I'm Carter. It's 90s ugly, I'm in the mirror like Shubba. America's most blunted. Cheech and Chong say I'm done dada. A bounty hunter for the sour ama. Hit your hood, I'm in pocket high, get around. I'm on my toes like a midget in a urinal. Whoever you connect, boy, better tell him I'm looking for the killer. I'm trying to catch a felon.
I'm looking for who's selling. Mary cooking my cerebellum. I pin and tell him my artist war, Machiavelli. By day 7, see what you smelling is me and Helen. You see that 7 on 7 C's, call me Magellan. Or call a Reverend, Mac 11 and split your melon. If that don't get him, a honeydew in a split second. America's most put us both in the spoke section. With no sticks and no seeds and no exception.
I'm like, yeah, you know I roll that. I'm like, this nigga got it. Yo.
I'm like, yeah, and then we smoke that.
Now everybody say that. I'm like, yeah, you know I roll that. I'm like, this nigga got it. Yo.
I'm like, yeah, and then we smoke that.
Big City, stop that.
Hey, blunt brothers, you got the herb, the blunt covered. You came to beef with a butter knife that don't cut it. Just cold busted, wild style when I cold crush it. The Gilla house got a Gilla monster, cold blooded. You already, I rub it, Reggie, I don't puff it. We like De Niro and Joe Pesci, but low budget. Bunch of buzz killers, buzz buzzers, they asking how you do it. Ain't no Nike to
hey, yo,
it, I
Meth,
just
I
does
got
it.
that granddaddy and I'm listening to Bob Marley. I tear the roof off the porch like it's house party. I got the new edition, that green homie, it's a killer. Ralph, Ricky, Mike, Bobby, Ronnie, and Johnny. Niggas say they got gas, but it's all gas. They talking like a podcast, nigga, all ass. I never share and I don't pass the clip, cause that shit on his lip got some shit on his lip, nigga. I'm like, yeah, you know I roll that. I'm like, this nigga got it. Yo.
I'm like, yeah, and then we smoke that.
Now everybody say that. I'm like, yeah, you know I roll that. I'm like, this nigga got it. Yo.
I'm like, yeah, and then we smoke that.
Big City, stop that. Hey, yo, Meth, this weed I got, bruh, I swear on my mama I can see the future. The hood say I got kush with diamonds. I'm at court in marijuana pajamas. The judge said, you smoke bud? I'm like, yeah, your honor. I got the plug, so my homie got it on the low. Cause I'm looking at your O's, nigga, like, what are those? I got a party in LA. If I run out of bud, I need more like Rudy Ray, nigga.
Oh, in my French, I'm so international. This is Doc and Meth, Jim Fumet, Sacre Bleu. The skunk on me, mon ami, pet le vieux. Call your nephew if that's how I give me yep with you. This is Vex only, more energized, no rest for me. No positive without negative, more or less, homie. The best bud in the West on me, no stress on me. Protect your neck, cause me and Brody got next,
I'm
homie.
like, yeah, you know I roll that. I'm like, this nigga got it. Yo.
I'm like, yeah, and then we smoke that.
Now everybody say that. I'm like, yeah, you know I roll that. I'm like, this nigga got it. Yo.
I'm like, yeah, and then we smoke that.
Big City, Staten Island.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was Redman featuring Method Man, La 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 La, off the Muddy Waters 2 soundtrack. Well, album, not soundtrack. If you go into your DSPs, your Spotify's, your Apple Music's, wherever you get your music from, go support that album. It's dope. Really,
It's
really,
a
really dope.
fire album, yo. And that's, I think what makes it even more dope is I really didn't know if it was gonna come out for real. No diddy.
Right.
I did. It was another unicorn like that other album we're never going to see. The one Drake keep acting like it's going to come out, Detox. That's never going to see the light of day.
No,
you know what I mean? But
never.
I think
for lying his ass off.
Just the fact everybody. I don't think he lied his ass off. I think Dre has every intention to it, but I think what's happening is Dre's going to have to put out like a 6-disc set or something. It's going to be the most monumental thing because everybody in hip hop has said that they have done something for Detox.
Right.
or he's just stacking a vault full of music that we're never going to hear. Because we got the Compton album, the Compton joint, based off the soundtrack before we got to, let's not. Anyway, yeah, man. I think it was dope that it dropped. The album's phenomenal. Everything. I was super happy to get another Superman lover skit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can still. You can ride to so many songs in that album. The La 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 joint is dope. That's how they closed out the song, the concert too. You know what I mean? Like, front to back. I think they need to just stop messing around and give us a Blackout 3. I think that's coming, especially based off the reception of this joint here. But let's not also forget we got a Clipse album coming too. Let's not forget we got a Clipse album coming too. Yes, sir. We got some heat coming. Ignor, yeah. PGs, you talking? Listen, I hit him. That's my man's. I shot him a message. It was like, listen, this shit is rattling in my skull candy earbuds right now. Let's set the picture like this Ignor joint. But you know why the Ignor joint is dope? Because next time you listen to it, you know what they sampled. You know the sample of Ignor is Tears, Wu-Tang. Next time you hear it, listen to it. The very first beat, that's Tears from Wu-Tang. Oh, and then the way the joint just get chopped down, and then of course, Red is just spilling all over that track. No Diddy, of course. But I'm telling you, the whole album is exactly what I know my hip-hop heart needed. So I know I got so many like bodies out there that understand the same thing.
Did you see what just popped up?
Mm-hmm.
Mind if we give him a taste? All right.
Whoa! Tell me what it feels like. Have you ever heard? Yes, sir. Something so instant. Yo, I'm on the bars like Hannibal King dips and pull-ups. My iPhone full of them bars, nigga, pull up. You can look at my face, I'm serious, on fire. The rapper mad to the D-dot period. Boy, I'm a problem that's hard to solve. My success, fucking with you, Mars and tall. I didn't sell my soul, only what God called. I'm riding horsepower, you ride the iron horse. Giddy up. I'm a rude awakening for niggas sleeping. I ghost you, fucking with me, Tommy Lee. Smell my blackness, I define what rap is. Bump my shit on nigga, get proactive. Boy, you don't want no smoke, this is cancerous. Blood pressure high as a fuck from the cannabis. My whole city motivated off the stitch. And I'm ready like a third string player on the bitch, nigga. Whoa, look.
Chill out, yo.
Hot, bro.
Listen. You can't listen to that and not go, damn, at least once. I'm telling you, the whole album.
The whole album. I have this argument, and I you know what I'm saying, I don't like arguing with young people, but music I will, because I'm trying to get you to understand we're not haters. You cannot listen to this man all your life and hear what he just did, because he's been doing that every step of his career. He's been rhyming like that every step of his career. You cannot hear that.
My man said either bump my shit or get proactive. Like, just think about it.
Yeah.
Think about how many different times
clear the bumps.
People have put words together in rap from its inception to today. You've never heard anybody even remotely say anything dope like that. And it's not deep. It's not. It's a clever bar that just makes the easiest sense and you can understand it. That shit is so crazy, yo.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't come from listening to cats like this. Meth, Raekwon, Ghostface.
But the same people that say that we're haters will act like they don't understand that. That's too much. I want to think when I listen to hip hop. You don't want to. That right there for you.
Real, I'm gonna do mine manually.
I don't understand that shit, man. They don't. But that goes back to the previous conversation. Stand on the real reason. My brain isn't fast enough to catch up to it. That's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? They're using words that I don't understand, which really? I get it.
Yeah.
You got to go back and probably do a little bit of reading. I'm cool with that. But at the same time, to just say that shit is like, come on, yo.
You're
a hater. No, like this is we've had immortal technique. We have people that will KRS-Ones of the world that will really take you somewhere where you have to listen to it. Hell, 50% of Eminem's bars go way over people's heads. You see what I'm saying? All of it's not like that. Redman ain't like that, but he's a barbarian though. He gonna beat you to death with him, back to back to back, and shit like that. That ignorant shit. When I heard it, and the way that I listen to albums, I have to listen to it from the beginning to the end. And then, MF Doom, exactly. It's cats that will listen, that will not understand anything because it is so intricate, right? But Red ain't that. But it's nasty work in such a good way.
Honestly, this is that kind of hip hop is why I started this podcast. Like, we are losing the elements of hip hop. It's becoming a business, and we're losing the culture. The culture is becoming something else, and we're losing the culture, right? So I really started this podcast so that I could try to bring the culture back. DJing, graffiti, hip hop, MCing, all four of the elements, you know. And I've got to find a way to get the other two elements in, you know, graffiti and breakdancing or dancing in general, but, you know, fashion, all that stuff. We're losing the elements, and that's what's causing the hip hop to sound like it does today. Because right now it's a business, and these new kids, there's no way you can tell me that these new kids aren't just using this as a stepping stone to get paid.
That's it.
They're not MCs. They're trying to get paid. And I don't knock anybody's hustle, but you're
confusing criticism for just calling it hate, yo, and that shit is corny.
You're conning the audience, the new kids who don't know what hip hop is or didn't have somebody to tell them, hey, this is the beginning of hip hop. You're conning the new artists to think, the kids to think this is hip hop, and it's like, nah, bro, that's something else. That's something else.
It's a version of it, and that's fine, but don't call it what it definitely is not, because you're going to start confusing people, and when you're confusing people, then it just continues to get watered down. But
right,
you know, that connotation can be used for a lot of different things. But when we're speaking about hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got cats that's holding on, and we got cats that's trying to make it a thing.
I love what he just said. It's a few solid niggas left. It's a few new rappers out there that can get bars, but it's not enough. We're getting oversaturated with the Migos type of flow.
Nah, I think
oversaturated with all the new cats.
What I think is happening, honestly, is our OGs are stepping back into the forum. I think what happened was they let the youngins get it for a minute, and it was starting to get out of control. But the OGs stepped back up, because don't also forget, we got a Jadakiss album on the box. We got a Jadakiss album that's on its way, and the younger generation that doesn't understand what this lyricism shit is about is just gonna have to be upset for a minute, or adapt and understand what we're talking about. Y'all flash the pan, Lil Xan, Lil whoever the hell's came and went. They got their bag, but y'all not gonna be. We went to a Method Man and Redman concert, bro, and they was bumping Rottweiler, How High, all of this. You see what I'm saying? And nobody's gonna be doing that shit later on down the line, because half of them ain't gonna be worth listening to. You see what I'm saying? They got one song and that's it. These guys put on they was one side of the stage, other side of the stage, other side of the stage, in the middle, interacting, like the whole shit.
Nah, it was a dope night. It was a dope night. I really appreciate you for bringing me along. It was a dope night.
Hey, we had a good time.
Hey, no, we do got to give us. I want to salute Coast Contra. I want to salute Dochi. I want to salute you know what I'm saying, all the cats that's out there putting.
Hold on. So I remember a couple pods ago we were talking about Dochi, and I said I don't know anything about Young, and I'm not saying anything bad. I just need to do my research. What is the name of the song that I finally listened to?
Is it
Hold on.
Denial is a River?
Hold on. Nah,
Because I was
it's
actually, instead of
Catfish.
Redman, I was gonna play a Doechii joint instead of Redman because I wanted to shout out Doechii for getting the best new artist a Grammy and she's getting recognized. Shout out TDE, bruh. Hey, Top.
Hey, listen. I
Top.
think the joint is
I need
Catfish.
another Ab-Soul record.
Ab-Soul got one coming out. Ab got one
That's
coming
what I'm
out.
saying.
It's supposed to be
Top,
in like
I
the
need
next 2 or 3 months.
I need you to release Ransom. I need you to release Problem. I need you to release J-Rock. I need Top to just go off and release the niggas he's holding.
I think before the year
Jesus,
gets out,
TDE
I think we
roster.
get another Black Hippie album.
Woo! If that man off of GNX,
I think we get another Black Hippie album.
Off of GNX, it's gonna be
Cause think about it, we had Schoolboy Q, Blueface or Blue Laces, whatever the album was called, Blue Lips, whatever it was, right?
Yep. Yeah, no.
We had the whole
underrated, by the way.
Everything 1000%. We had the whole thing with Kendrick. Ab-Soul get ready to drop. I can see J-Rock maybe coming out, but I think we're gonna get a Black Hippie album before the album's coming out.
Hey, listen, if shout out to Tyler too. Shout out to Tyler too. Tyler had a dope 2-album run. Dope 2-album run.
We have the re-emergence of actual hip hop. The Tyler album I listened to. I get the concept of it. It's not bad. He's taking the Ignor and the other one further down that line, and I'm not mad at it. But I just kind of backed off of that one a little bit. You know what I mean?
I like weird hip hop. Sometimes I like weird hip hop. Like
but
I'd rather you be weird than just no bars.
Facts, I give you that. Give me because it gives me something to listen to. It gives me a reason to try and find out where you're going, and not just mumbling your way through the beat.
Because we're concentrating on one end of the pendulum, but that shit swings the other way too. Now, motherfuckers, there's some backpack rap. There's some niggas that just bar you to death, and you be like,
and don't say nothing. You just using all the big words in the thesaurus just to use them.
Facts, and that's seconds. You know what I'm saying? That's like, nigga, stop.
Hey, so listen, we had that one dude that was the opening act for the Meth Red joint.
My man.
Hey, those of y'all that are listening, I need you to understand.
5 seconds.
He was probably really dope, but he was fixated on that like that rapid fire staccato flow, and I was just like, the first song I was like, oh, okay, he got that in his bag, dope. The second joint, he did it. The third song, he did it. The fourth and final song, he did it twice. I was like, but like, cause like he did the fast joint on the first verse, he spit bars on the second one. I was like, now that's what I'm talking about. I literally felt like I went, oh, there it is. And he was spitting. Then he got that third verse and went right back to that. And I was just like,
because he came out. Remember, he came out with no music and did it. He came out. He like, oh,
he did it acapella, yo.
Cool. You did it acapella. Dope. I should never hear it again. You had it on every song.
Every single song, yo. And I was just like,
a cat like him got to find that balance because he's dope. But then sometimes you can be too dope for yourself. Like sometimes you can be like, you got too many, like, you know what I'm saying? You got too much skill level and you don't know when to fucking use what tool you got. You just using all your
diarrhea of the mouth is what we call it. Sometimes you got to shut up, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you got to know when to spit that fat shit and then slow it the fuck down and not spit it again. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Yo, what's your anticipation for this Clipse album, B?
It's not Pusha T I'm worried about. It's Malice.
But Malice got off on the
He did.
What was the song? It was
It was off of Pusha's
No, he had something else since then.
I know. I could have.
He was on Eric Sermon's joint.
What is he? Oh shit! Eric Sermon
yes. No, Eric Sermon joint is called and this is me not even looking at it. It's called Vernia. It came out probably 3 years ago, but Malice is on that joint, and that's he says he's still got it.
But last year, Pusha T came out with that album with Kanye, where Kanye produced half of it and Pharrell produced the other half, and No Malice was on that shit too.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you remember that? I can't remember the name of it, but it was first half was produced by Pharrell, the second half was produced by Kanye.
Hold up.
It's a Pusha T album. And if you're in the chat, you remember what I'm talking about. Put it in the chat.
Not Almost Dry. It's damn sure wasn't Daytona. My Name Is My Name.
I think it's My Name Is My Name. But No Miles was on them joint. He was on a couple of joints, a joint there. And he ripped that shit. But what I'm asking is, I don't know if because he don't cuss. He don't cuss. He found the Lord, which is, you know, what I'm saying dope. But for a whole, the Clipse is known for that.
Wait a minute. Time out.
The Clipse is known for that drug bars, like the bar.
My Name Is My Name came out in 2013.
No, there was an album a couple years ago.
I got you, but do you remember this album?
My Name Is My Name?
He's got a song with Kendrick.
Yeah. It's called that's Nostalgia. That's my shit. Nostalgia is my shit. It's called Nostalgia. That shit is dope. Have you never heard Nostalgia before? He
got a song with Ross.
Yeah. My Name Is My Name, where it's like numbers on the board. It's numbers on the board, Nostalgia.
Hey,
he got a joint with Chris Brown up there. Like, no, that album was dope.
If you know me, that's in the lexicon. I'll be cleaning the house for that shit tomorrow morning.
Thanks, Cuzzo. It's Almost Dry. It's Almost Dry is what it's called.
Okay.
Shout out to my kinfolk.
I remember that. I didn't know that was a half and half joint.
Yeah, half of it was produced. A couple songs, half of the songs were produced by Kanye. The other half was produced by Pharrell. That's because he was trying to. I think it was like his last album on Good Music or something like that.
I Prayed for You, Pusha T, No Malice. Okay.
Yep. That album was fire.
So with that being said, how was what'd you think he did on that joint with on the damn? You know what?
Let's go. No, I gotta go.
I listened to it.
I gotta go back. Nostalgia. You talking about Kendrick did a rhyme where he was talking about himself as a brick of cocaine that he sold to his father. How do you fucking listen to that shit and tell me all the bullshit about Kendrick? Like, come on, bro.
So we're not going to go back to that, man. We've established people are just outright willfully ignorant, or they just don't want to take the time to try and do their due diligence. So that's just
how you think you gonna? Oh man, how you gonna come with something dope, nigga? I'm dope, nigga. Every verse is a brick. Like, come on, bro. Like that nigga.
I know what's going to happen. I'm going to listen to it, and I'm be like, oh, okay, but. See, what the problem with me was before I decided to slow down, I was consuming so much fucking music to try and stay in front of everything. I would listen to something and forget about it within 3 weeks because I was getting stuff dumb early. And I would just so I'm sure I know what this song is, and I'm sure I just missed it.
You about to know what it is right now. As always, I come through in the clutch.
Yeah, I remember it. I do remember it. Yes.
20 plus years of selling Johnson & Johnson.
Yes,
I started out as a baby-faced monster. No wonder it's diaper rash on my conscience. My teething ring was numb by that nonsense. Gem star, razor, and a dinner plate. Arm and hammer and a mason jar. That's my dinner date. Then crack the window in the kitchen, let it ventilate. Cause I let it sizzle on the stove like a minute steak. Nigga, I was cracking the school zone. 2 beepers on me, started jacket that was 2-tone. 4 lockers, 4 different bitches got they mule on. Black Ferris Bueller cutting school with his jewels on. Couldn't do wrong with a chest full of chains and an arm full of watches. What I sell for pain in the hood, I'm a doctor. Chivago, tried to fight the urge like Ivan Drago. If he dies like Doughboy the Trey. If he rides, throwing punches in his room. If he cries, he cries. We don't drink away the pain. When a nigga die, we add a link to the chain. Inscribe a nigga name in your flesh. We playing on a higher game of chess. Once you delegate his bills, who gon' fuck his bitch the best? 1 million megapixels of the Pyrex. Started on the scale, did you tell my only Timex? Nigga, this is timeless, simply cause it's honest. Pure as the fumes that be fucking with my sinus. Nigga, this is Simon Says, Simon Red. Blood on your diamond till you dying dead. Yeah.
Hold on. Before I move any further, I want you to catch your breath. You know what I'm saying? If I had the horn, I want you to catch your breath for this nigga, this small ass nigga walking up behind this nigga. All right, y'all.
You wanna see a dead body? Instrumentals from my mama's Christmas party. Troubles on my mind. I still smell crime. My little brother crying. Smokers repeatedly bind my Sega Genesis. Either that or my auntie was stealing it. Hit the pipe and start filling it. Ooh, weed cut me some slack. Weed never did that. This was different. Jeez Louise, please help me relax. Quantum physics could never show you the world I was in when I was 10. Back when 9 ounces had got you 10. And 9 times out of 10, niggas don't pay attention. And when there's tension in the air, 9s come with extensions. My daddy turned a quarter piece to a 4.5. Took a L, started selling soap fiends, bubble bath. Broke his nails, misusing his pinky to treat his nose. Shirt buttoned open, taco meat laying on his gold. I said, Daddy, one day I'ma get you right with 36 zips. 1,000 grams of cocaine, then your name will be rich. Now you can rack it up or sell it soft as leather interior. Drop some ice cubes in it, depot her perimeters. He said, son, how come you think you be my connect? I said, Pops, your ass is washed up with all due respect. He said, well, nigga, then show me how it all makes sense. Go figure, motherfucker, every verse is a brick. Your son dope, nigga. Now reap what you sold, nigga. Please reap what you sold, nigga. I was born in 87, my granddaddy a legend. Now the same shit that y'all was smoking is my profession. Let's get it.
Nigga. Nigga.
You ever just shook your head at some shit?
Just, it's a goddamn shame. To let this
Who was
song
I
go
talking to?
as under the radar,
somebody.
how this song went so under the radar, I have no idea. But I have been listening to Nostalgia. Anytime I want to just vibe out to some hip hop, Nostalgia comes on. I purposely play that shit.
I remember that because I seen something where somebody broke down the 10 out of 10.
Every verse is a brick. Your son dope, nigga. Like that shit is.
Listen, that shit is out of control, yo.
Yo, son, tell me how it all connects.
But this is the dude that Drake thought he was going to go ahead and just wash out like Meek, right? And then assume that he was going to beat the same dude that was on this song with Push. It's ridiculous, yo.
Oh, no. Push go off every time he touches the mic. Like, the problem is every verse is about dope. So it's like people get...
That's
what the
favorite
is, but I love it. Like, numbers on the
what
board,
I will say is one of the dopest Coke bar songs of all time.
Please do tell. And then we got to get up out of here.
Can we go out on this one? No,
yes,
Diddy?
Sir. Which one?
Can you pull up Drug Dealers Anonymous for me, please, sir?
No problem. Give me 1 second.
Hey, while my man is pulling this up, yo, I need to thank y'all for for tuning in, y'all. Appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see where you are going.
Spread the word. Let everybody know that we out here, man. You know, we get down with 2 men, no Diddy. And, you know, we got the 4 and 5 off the bench if we need to. But
crazy.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Share it. You know what I'm saying? Once it's off, we put it right back on for y'all enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? Next week we should have everybody here. We get the massacre going, but pay attention to this right here.
Listen, so before we get into this, I want to mention that I'm thinking about taking the pod to every week, every Friday. So whether it's just me and T or whoever's going on, I'm telling you right now, we gotta deliver more hip hop to you guys. So it's coming. Bear with us. But for right now, my man requested Drug Dealers Anonymous. So that's what I'm going to give him. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pusha T featuring J fucking to the Z. We'll be right back, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us.
Valentino Summers and Wave Runners. Chains on my niggas like slave runners. Drug dealers anonymous. How many Madonnas can that Mazda fit? My brick talk is more than obvious, it's ominous. Garage is the phantom. Ghouls, ghosts, and goblins. Blonde mohawk, the collection. I'm Dennis Rodman. The money count is the only moment of silence. Cause hush money balances all this drugs and violence. Hat trick under my mattress. Date I stop steal has an asterisk after it. After all, I can make a call. I can baptize a brick as I wash away my sins like a Catholic. Who the fucking master this? America's nightmares in Flint. Children of a lesser God when your melanin's got a tint. And I can't even mention what I sent or what I spent. Cause my name in 18-wheelers is evidence. I put my booze in them cruise collections. Life's a bitch, A to Z on her shoe collection. Take your pick, paid in full like 86 G's on my body. The new Gucci has less monogram. God's got him. Let he without sin cast the first stone. So I built that all glass quad level first home. Shatter all of your misconceptions, hold all of the missing weapons. You thought I would miss my blessing, the ultimate misdirection.
Your husband was a drug dealer. For 14 years, he sold crack cocaine.
Federico Fellini in the flesh. Sergio Cicchini inside his mesh. Bitch, I've been bracking since the 80s. Google me, baby, you crazy. 89 in London pulling bins. Type it in, Google's your friend, bruh. 14-year drug dealer and still counting. Who deserves the medal of freedom is my accountant. He been hula hooping through loopholes, working round shift. IRS shoulda had the townhouses surrounded. Thanks to the lawyers, I marbled the foyer. I tore the floor up, yeah, that's for the koi fish. We been dining on oysters. I walked through the garage, it's like multiple choices. I told him pull a Royce up, I'm getting ghosts. I'm hearing noises, I think it's the boys, but I've been banking at Deutsche. We got storefronts, we got employee stubs. We've been opening studios and 40/40s up. The paper trail is gorgeous. Cases, we bury some before a reasonable doubt drop. The jury hung. Bling, bling. Every time I come around your city, bling, bling. My tenure took me through Virginia. Ask Teddy Riley about me. Ask the federales about me. Try to build a cell around me. Snatch my nigga Emery up. Try to get him to tell about me. He told 12, give me 12. He told him to go to hell about me. Drug dealers anonymous. Y'all think Uber's the future, our cars been autonomous. Mules move the drums, take them to different spots. We just call the shots by simply moving our thumbs. I'm a course of miracles with this shit. Nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. I always knew I was a prophet, but I couldn't find a decent job. Life made me ambidextrous, counting with my right, whipping white with my left wrist. Damn, Daniel, FBI keep bringing them all white vans through.
Y'all didn't hear that, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and that's what we do on this podcast. We hip you onto the hip.
Google's your friend.
Google's your
bruh.
friend. Google me, baby. You crazy.
I'm telling you, bro.
And to say that was the only reason that song exists is because a lady called him out. But yeah, here we go. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? You got any shout outs you wanna get?
Hey, shout out to Smoke Wagon. This bottle was full when I started because it's about halfway done. This was a smooth sip for anybody that's looking for something different to try out. Tonight was brought to you by the Smoke Wagon. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad at all. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that tuned in live or later. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for tuning in and following us on the journey as always. I'm your man Harlem Wonder, aka Trev, aka the Great One, as always. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know, you always know that I'm here for you and only you.
Stop. And as always, I'm D. I'm your man D. Yo, sick. Stop. I'm your man D. I can't even do the outro. Oh shit. I'm your man D. And this has been the Holly Street 96 podcast.
All love, baby. Thanks for tuning in, PG.
Where jackasses live. You know what I'm saying? Do jackass shit. All right, so we out.
Peace.
Peace.